In the 2 hours that passed,
Hello, Dungeon fans. I'm Kevin from Level 9 of the Dungeon, and this is the Liching Hour. Tonight, we're going to be playing Eldritch Horror from Fantasy Flight Games, one of my all-time faves. My ultimate all-time fave, of course, is Arkham Horror. But this came out a couple years later. Well, not later. A couple years ago. It fixed some things, but it's a little bit more lean and mean, but it still has the great story-building engine that Arkham Horror has. It's also known for being quite brutal. It's very hard to win. And that's what people feel. I think the reason why a lot of people find it brutal is that they're playing it wrong. Now, I don't necessarily mean that they don't know the rules or they're playing the rules wrong. I don't think that at all. No, I think they're playing from the wrong perspective. They're playing from the perspective of the investigators. If you want to win at this game, you got to play from the perspective of the Elder God, whichever one you're playing. Tonight, I will be assuming the role of Cthulhu. See, this game isn't about wins. It's about ends. We're going to see how I drive these two people either crazy or dead or somewhere in between till they lose and I get to take over the world. It's kind of how I get my jollies. I'm evil. What can I say? I'm an evil incarnate. That's what happens. But that's the fun part of this game. Is seeing what happens, the story unfold, and just seeing how these people are going to end up losing. Like I said, tonight we're playing Cthulhu. This is the world. I'm assuming you know how to play. And the only reason I say that is because I'm not going to be instructing you or I'm not going to be explaining how to play throughout it. I'm just going to start playing. You can get an idea of how to play from watching me, obviously. The first thing we're going to do, we're going to introduce our two new contestants on who is Cthulhu going to kill tonight. First up is Leo Anderson, Mr. Anderson, the expedition leader. Leo Anderson has spent his whole life getting into the deadliest and most obscure corners of the globe. Along the way, he's lost good people. Fever takes some, others are claimed by wild beasts. After a recent disastrous venture in the Yucatan, Leo barely made it back to Buenos Aires alive. He's sick of burying the people who trusted him. But the job's not done yet. The world is in danger. Yeah. Oh, yeah. And crying in his drink won't fix that. He's picked up a little hired help here, and in the morning, he'll head back out into the wild. Literally. All right, that was Leo. Now, from a different world, we are also playing Diana Stanley. When Diana was initiated into the Order of the Silver Twilight, she believed it to be nothing more than a community organization. Oh yeah, it helps around the community, builds parks and stuff. But as she learned more of its true nature, she's become convinced that a growing evil threatens the world, and that the Silver Twilight will play a role in that threat. A little one. She believes her best chance to prevent this is to use her position to sabotage the organization from within. Carl Sanford, the head of the order, has recognized her skills and recently sent her to Panama for additional training. What Diana doesn't know is, Carl's already figured out her game, and he sent her to Panama to be taken care of. In that evil, not cool way. Wait, in the evil, cool way. Both of these guys, Leo is starting with hired muscle, which gives him +1 toughness, and he can re-roll a die when he's doing a toughness check. Diana starts with a spell. Ooh, she gets Wither, which is a combat spell, and she has some arcane manuscripts, which it gives her +1 lower when she's making spell checks. Let's see. We are, like I said, I am playing the role of Cthulhu tonight. Which means we have to reveal my first mystery. My first mystery, and this is our, not that they're going to, but our pawns need to solve 3 of my mysteries in order to win. Yeah, good luck. Relay Risen. This is cool. I haven't been able to play this in an actual game yet. Eons ago, the city of Relay was plunged to the bottom of the ocean by some forgotten disaster. It has remained trapped there, waiting for the right time to resurface. Now, that moment has finally arrived. When this card enters play, place the mystery token on space 3. That, luckily enough for our adventurers, is right here. Oh, I gotta refresh my cam. This is here. Leo is starting here in Buenos Aires. Diana is starting here in Panama. The first mystery is in Relay Arisen is here out to sea, close by. I might have had a hand in making this just a little, just tipping it just a little bit to give them, I want them to get so far before we crush all their hope. As an encounter, an investigator on Space 3 may explore the island city of Relay by resolving a Relay Risen special encounter, which is a special little deck here, which is very, very sweet. At the end of the Mythos phase, if there are Eldritch tokens on this card equal to half the investigators, that's 1. Solve this mystery. So they just need to get 1. Let's see if that happens. We also need to spawn a gate. We're going to draw a gate token off here. Oh, I had no hand in this. I did not have any hand in this. I did not expect this. The gate has opened in Buenos Aires. That's interesting to say the least. We are going to be drawing a monster from the Monster Cup. What is it? Oh, it's starting early, folks. A Dark Young. Oh, boy. These are tough. Really tough. Good thing this isn't like Arkham Horror. You can actually leave a spot with a monster. You're not stuck there until you destroy the monster. So that's good. So gate open right in the middle of one of the starting spaces. Yay for them. We also get to spawn a clue. I'll get one of these, and the clue is going to be in Sydney, Australia. All right, and that is it for startup. Leo's got his thing. We're going to give Leo first. He's going to be able to go first. And I think that's it. There is an axe, a spirit dagger, a Vatican missionary, and an agency quarantine. Ooh, that's a good one. Agency quarantine is great because when you gain it, you choose a space. Each monster in the chosen space loses 4 health. That would go a long way in killing the Dark Young. But it's actually rather expensive. So neither one of these guys is going to be able to get that. So boo-hoo for you. Aww. I tried a delicate line between rooting for them and destroying them. Okay, we're going to start. Let us begin. Leo in Buenos Aires is going to go first. First thing he can do, he can take 2 actions. He is, let's see, does he even want to try to take this thing on? Dark Young, does he see it? So it's a -3 toughness roll. He would have to roll, he'd only get 1 die. So this is bad juju. Leo has recently heard, not recently, because he's kind of known throughout the circles, he knows that there actually is an expedition being led by a former colleague of his in the Amazon as we speak. He feels that he got word that they had unearthed some kind of temple that wasn't Mayan, and it wasn't or Aztec. It wasn't anything that you would expect to find. There's some other ruin of some sort, some other temple to something long forgotten. He'd heard enough about that. He thinks that's a good place for him to start. Unbeknownst to him, there is a Silver Twilight Lodge operative in the expedition as well. Diana Stanley is going to be her contact in Panama, is going to direct her to go visit that expedition as well. There, the Silver Twilight contact, is going to sacrifice Diana in order to appease me. So Leo wakes up, decides he's got his hired muscle. We'll call him Bill. Chuck? Smokey. Smokey. All right, so Smokey, you got hired muscle, Smokey. Yeah. And let's see, he can do two things. Okay, the one thing that is Leo's power, he would want to do this. Leo's going to test his influence. If he gets at least one success, he can pull out an ally from the market here. And there is one ally, it's the Vatican missionary. So let's see. He just needs one success. Let's kick this over here. Roll 2 dice. 4 or 5 is a success. Or a pretty little, I got the elder signs. Boom, he's got a success. He's going to get the Vatican missionary. The Vatican missionary gives you +1 mind. You may re-roll 1 die when resolving a mind test. So basically, it's the same as a hired muscle except for mind. Excellent. Excellent. More people to watch him fall, or more people to die in front of him. Yes. Okay. That's his one action. The other action, he's gonna move. He's gonna move from Buenos Aires to the Amazon, where the expedition token is. That's his turn of this phase. Diana is going to... What's she going to do? As an action, she can get rid of cultist monsters. She reduces the horror monsters she in her counter, so she's not going to do any of that. She doesn't need to heal. We got to replace... We now have added a personal assistant. Oh, that'd be nice, too. She might as well test her influence. She gets 2 dice for her influence. She got 2 there, so she's going to roll 2. She needs to get both successes. She got 1. That's not enough. Well, she could take out a loan. Hold on. I guess that's what I should have did. He's got, this Dark Young has 5 left, so if the agency quarantine, we'll worry about that later. That's a good way to get rid of that. She's not going to take a loan out. She's going to ditch one of these cards and grab and put a new one in. Sanctuary. When you gain this card, you immediately discard 1 condition. Oh, that's nice. And she's going to move. She is being instructed to head out. So, yeah, she went shopping to get herself gear for expedition. Now she's moving into the Amazon to meet up with that expedition. She's never been in any kind of place like that before. It's very exciting for her. She thinks the premise is that she's being sent in there because there's a new temple, and the Silver Twilight Lodge wants her there because she's a very important person. VICP, very important cultist person. And that's the first round of turns. Now we're doing, I forget what that phase is called, but now we're going into a counter phase. Starting with Leo, he's going to have an encounter. Because he's on the space with the expedition, he's going to draw from the expedition pile. He chooses to. Let's see what we got. The heart. Oh, that's the wrong. I got the wrong. No. Wait, what's this look like? Okay. The Amazon. As you slip into a deep trance and touch the odd stone, don't touch the odd stone. The jungle around you subtly changes in appearance. You look for hints regarding this new jungle terrain. So as soon as he gets there, his colleague invites him to go with them into the jungle. That's where this happens. He needs to roll a perception or observation check. His observation is 3. So he rolls 3 dice. He just has to make 1 success. And he did. Good for him. You're in some other dimension. He loses his arcane skills. Oh, you may use your arcane skills to return home. A lore check. If you pass, you wake up back in the jungle next to a strange item. Gain 1 artifact. If you fail, the journey back and unsettles you. Lose 2 sanity. All right, he's got to make a lore check. That's not his strongest suit. He gets 2 dice. No. And yes, he paid for it. So he wakes back up in his tent. His journey back unsettles him. He's never seen this part of, he's been in the Amazon many times. It's not that he knows all of it, but the place that he came from, he knows shouldn't exist. What he saw shouldn't exist. We're going to take away 2 sanity. He got this sudden impression that he might die there. Meanwhile, Diana has just been picked up by her contact there and is being taken back to the camp. Let's see what her encounter is going to be. It's going to be a wilderness encounter. I wonder if she can have an expedition. No, she can. She can have an expedition. She's going to have an expedition encounter. Oh, wait. No. We picked up the expedition encounter. Now the expedition is going to be moving to the Antarctic. Yeah, Antarctic. So she'll have her map is gone, and she must navigate based on her own observations. Okay. So he takes her out in the middle of somewhere and leaves her. And she doesn't realize that she's been left by this guy. And now she's got to navigate back in her own observations. Her observation is 3. She gets 3 dice. She passes. If you pass, she confidently progresses on her journey. Move 1 space. Huh. She finds herself in Buenos Aires. Left for dead, seemingly. The Silver Twilight Lodge contact, her assassin, left her to the jungle he figured the jungle would kill her. But she's hardier than she looks. Haha, great. It'll be even better to watch her fall. Yes. That's my Cthulhu. You're welcome. Right. That was a first turn. Now we're going to draw the Mythos card for this. Arrests made in murder case. Interesting. Diana finds herself in a hotel. Finds herself a hotel in a seedier part of town, and suddenly there's a banging on the door in the morning. She opens the door to her hotel to find several stone-faced policemen. There's been a lot of unexplained deaths, and nothing attracts suspicion like a stranger. The omen track is moving to this little symbol, which I believe is in Buenos Aires. It is, which means the Doom token is moving. The Doom token started at 12. It's moving to 11 because there's a gate with that symbol on it. We have a reckoning symbol. There's a reckoning symbol, which they don't have any conditions, so it doesn't do anything here. But that Dark Young has a reckoning symbol on it, and it says, "Roll 1 die on a 1 or 2. Advance the doom by 1." Well, all right, if you say so. Okay. Doom is at 10. Terrible. And there is a gate opening. We spawn a gate. A gate opens in Rome. Which also means a monster arrives in Rome. Maybe a cultist. A cultist arrives in Rome. Okay, Rome is a red symbol, which means that when the omen track moves again, we're going to be moving down the doom track again. Woohoo! Be great as if they wake me up, if they let it go to where I wake up and I just get to eat them. That sounds like the best thing. Event. Each investigator on a city space with a weapon possession tests... Nope. she doesn't have a weapon possession, and Leo is still with the expedition, so she does not become detained. They search her hotel room. They find nothing. She is okay. She is good to go. Now, she had run into Leo at the expedition before being taken out. They shared a few moments of talking, and she saw something in his eyes that reminded her of her, and there was some kind of connection there. She wasn't sure, but she's not thinking about it too much right now because she's in Buenos Aires by herself. She's not quite sure. She suspects that that she was left for dead. She's not stupid. Until she's trying to figure out what she's going to do next. So we're going to start our next turn. Right. And it is now her. It's her next turn. Well, she doesn't have any clues. It'd be great if she did. So I'm wondering if she wants to try. Let's see. Her Wither would give her a strength of 6 if she cast it. The Dark Young has a... So she can reduce the horror of this monster to 1. So the Dark Young he will do 3 points of sanity damage to you. He's no joke, but she can make that a 1. The strength is -3, so she gets 3 dice. And she gets 3 dice. All she'd need to do if she got the... All right. What's the rule on the 2 successes? So she'd have to get 2 successes. Okay, she's going to try to... Well, if she goes to encounter there, she's going to have to fight the Dark Young before she can go in the gate. So she either needs to move or she needs to be ready to fight this Dark Young. Let's see what happens. She's going to... Okay, she gets 2 actions. I don't think she's ready. I'm not ready for her to die just yet, so we're going to... She rolled no successes, so she cannot... I was hoping for at least 2 successes in order to get the agency quarantine and then do 4 points of damage to the Dark Young, but she does not have that. So I think she needs to move. Yeah. Do we want her to die by a monster, or do we want her to go to Relay and see what happens there? I think Relay is calling her. I think she had a dream. She collapsed before the cops woke her up in the morning. She was having very vivid dreams about this island out in the ocean. They woke her up. She immediately decided she was going to go see if there was anything worth buying, any kind of gear. She didn't have enough money for it. And then she buys a ticket and she leaves. And she's going to go here. So she's going to go visit Relay. Leo is having the same dreams. He didn't find much at the Amazon. He goes back, though. He's going to have to face this Dark Young. There's no way around it. Well, no, he doesn't actually. Well, yes, because he can't move 2 spaces. So he would have to go there, and he's going to have to encounter the monster. Well, if that's his time, it's his time, right? He'll only get 1 roll, 1 die. Do we have them watch him die so soon? So soon. Yeah. Or he goes to Panama. Yeah, he could do that. He's going to go to Panama in order to get a ship. Yep, he's going to move to Panama. It's a city spot. It's a city spot, and then he's going to There is a personal assistant in there. He's going to attempt to get a personal assistant. Next turn, he's going to get himself a boat pass, and he's going to bypass Buenos Aires and go right to Relay, depending on what's going on. Get a success. No successes. He will rest there, basically. Mythos phase. The white ship. The white ship. Okay. A sleeping soul has set sail in the white ship, traveling across the world into the lands of dreams. The ship must return soon, or the walls between realities will fall apart. Okay, so first up, we get a clue somewhere in the world. 15. That is over here. Over here somewhere. 15. That is here. South Africa. Space 18 is getting a token. Space 18 is way far away, isn't it? Or maybe not. Wait. That's 19, 16, 17, 18. Well, that isn't too far. Let's go here. 18's over here behind Leo. Here's a little picture here. It's a sea spot. This is a white ship. And 3 Eldritch tokens go on that space. Or no, go on the card. As an encounter, an investigator on Space 18 may attempt to find the white ship before it departs for the Dreamlands. If she passes, she may spend clues equal to half the investigators. That's one. When there are no Eldritch tokens on this card. Oh, to solve it. When there are no Eldritch tokens on this card, spawn each gate in the gate stack and discard pile. Then solve this rumor. Holy mackerel, spawns all gates. Wow, this needs to be taken care of like right away. Well, there's a clue. There's 2 clues on either side of it. There's a clue in Sydney, which is over here off the board. I can move the board a little bit if we start going over there. And then there's one in Cape Horn here. These guys are going to want to get to this. I don't want the white ship stealing my thunder. But having all the gates open in the world would be pretty interesting. Yes, so that is all of that. And there's no reckoning or anything like that. So that is it. Turn over. New turn. Leo's up. Leo, like I said, does he go to help her and Relay and see if they can solve that quickly? Yes. He's going to buy himself he's going to get himself a ship ticket. Go 1, which will allow him to move twice. Move 1 to Buenos Aires, and then 2 to spin the ship ticket to go to Relay. Diana is going to, there's not much she can do out there. She's going to chill. She can't rest, so we're going to wait it out. It's time for encounters. Wait, hold up. I didn't do encounters. Hold up. I did a Mythos phase. I gotta back up. I did a Mythos phase and I didn't do encounters. They get encounters. Alright, hold up. First, Diana. She gets her first Relay encounter. That's going to determine what happens next. So, let's do it. Like what they choose to do. Relay risen. Okay, so her ship arrives. The captain thinks she's crazy to go to this. She chartered this boat to go to this location out in the middle of the ocean that she knows by heart, but he doesn't. But then when the clouds part and show reveal an island he didn't know was there, and nonetheless an alien-looking different type of island. He's pretty freaked out. He agrees to stop for just a day and let her out of the boat, but everybody else stays on the boat. Large tablets of black stone tower above her, each engraved with an ancient message written in Relayan, the blasphemous language of the star spawn. All right, -1 lore. So she has 4 lore. She gets 3 dice. Oh, she succeeded. Well, lucky you. She translates the strange symbols used to invoke Dagon. Dagon, ay, ay, ay. She quickly shields her thoughts from his influence. -1 mind. Or will, sorry. Her will is 0. Or it's 1. So she gets 1 die. I don't know how well she's going to do here. She did not do well. If you fail, you retain control as long as you can before passing out. Lose 1 sanity and become delayed. All right, she loses a sanity. She's got quite a bit, and she's now delayed there. Okay. Now, in Panama, Leo's having a city encounter. Legends say that this cemetery is haunted. Exploring the headstones, you encounter an angry specter eager to share his story. Their experience is nerve-wracking, but you try to listen. He needs a will check. He's got 3. Oh, actually, he's got 4 will because he's got the Vatican missionary with him. The missionary wanted to see a famous graveyard while Leo was getting the boat tickets. Or wanted to go to the boat tickets. They stopped at this graveyard. That's where they find this. He succeeded. He got 1 success. If you pass, the spirit gratefully fades from view. Recover 2 sanity. Well, look at there. Look at this guy. He got those 2 sanity back. Things are looking up. Just in time to crush him. All right. That's that. Okay, so now we have the Mythos face. The white ship appears. New turn. It's Leo's turn. He's buying the ship ticket. He's moving. He's going to relay. Diana, she's delayed, so she's just going to stand up. And now it's encounter time. Leo's going to encounter relay. So he's dreaming the same thing. He's dreamt of the island, charters a boat, convinces them to take him to an island that's not there. They find yet another boat. Except his team on his boat, they want to explore the island. They're excited about it. They're finding something they've never seen before. So let's see what happens with these guys. At the very peak of the island, he encounters a massive stone door featuring a horrific bas-relief of a dragon-like creature. Strange symbols are carved along the edge of the door. Some of the icons resemble drawings you've seen in books. It's a -1 lore check, which means he's got 1 die. And he misses it. Somewhere on the other side of the enormous door, he hears a thunderous splashing sound and feel the ground shake as something approaches the island's surface. Advance Doom by 1. Doom is at 9. If it reaches 0, I wake up and it's party fun time. Okay. Now it's Diana's turn. She's lost in the island. They have not met yet. Okay. Back on her ship, they hear the sound of a cannon and feel the deck shudder. Their ship is badly damaged. If they hope to survive, they must overpower the crew aboard the gunship Alert. The source of the cannon fire is toughness -1. This is her boat, so we'll do her toughness is 3. So she's got to roll 2. Oh. The Alert's crew kill all the sailors she was traveling with and knock her unconscious. She returns to the boat and she finds them in the process of killing all her shipmates. They knock her unconscious. When she wakes up, she finds herself tied up in their makeshift brig. Gain a detained condition. Okay. She is detained. Not good for her. We'll add this to her. All right. No success there. As predicted. So, Mythos. Ooh. Another... Oh, man, rumors. Rumors. Am I right? Okay. Drawn to our world. A Labao sorcerer in Dakar confirms your suspicions. These Rab, they are very bad. They come from the sea and the air. You bet I do. All right, there's a clue that is popping up in space 20 over here in New Zealand. And on space 10. Space 10. On space 10 is a rumor. As an encounter, an investigator on space 10 may attempt to keep himself hidden from the monstrous forces invading this area. If he passes, he may spin clues equal to half the investigators. That's one. If he fails, he resolves a monster surge on his space. Each investigator on a space containing a gate resolves a monster surge on his space every time a reckoning happens. Okay, so it's not the end of the world. This is not the end of the world. On space 10, which is right there at the on the coast of Africa. Okay. Drawn to our world. Is that like where the Avengers and everything was attacking? Anyway. Carrying on. Diana's first. I'm gonna use this to determine first player. So, Diana, what are you going to do? She's detained. She cannot move or perform actions when she's locked in these people's brig. Instead of resolving an encounter, flip this card. Oh boy, here we go. Holding cell. Your captors rarely speak, except to interrogate you for information. You don't think you can hold out much longer, and you hope the guard that watches your cell might take pity on you. Spend one clue or test your influence. Well, she doesn't have any clues. All she has is a 2 influence. It's -1. She's got to roll 1 die. She succeeds. Bum, bum, bum. Lucky her. She succeeds. He takes pity on her. He lets her go. She escapes the ship out into the island. Awesome. That was her action. Now Leo's action. There's not much he can do. He doesn't need to heal. There's nothing really. Let me make sure I have my cheat sheet of stuff you can do. So that. Acquire rest, trade, component actions. Nope, nothing he can do. We're just going to move right to encounter. Here we go. Diana first. As she runs into the island. You recognize the alien landscape from a dream you've had. Lose 1 sanity. Okay. She loses 1 sanity. You try to remember as many details as she tries to remember as many details as she can from the dream to navigate through the city. An observation. -1. She gets 2 dice. Oh, terrible. She quickly becomes lost and tumbles down a long stone slope. Gain a leg injury. As you climb to your feet, you realize you're not alone. Spawn 1 monster on your space. Oh boy. Oh boy. A ghoul. Okay. Alright, there's now a ghoul in the space. She's got a leg injury. Alright, so this is interesting. This is what's going to happen. Technically, Leo can't do one of these encounters until he takes care of the monster. So Diana falls. This ghoul comes rushing out of the jungle to eat her. Leo happens to be traveling back trying to find the boat. He stumbles upon the ghoul about to eat Diana. He needs to attack and kill this. Him and the hired muscle go to town. Let's see. We got lucky this wasn't some other super hard. They got lucky at least. All right. First you got to do a horror check. He gets a +1 mind. So it's 3 plus the Vatican is 4 plus this is 5. He gets 5 dice. This ghoul isn't super scary. He's dealt with worse. He succeeds. He's not scared. Now it's time to beat it down. All right. What's he got? He's got 4 strength with the hired muscle. So it's 4 dice. He needs to get 2 or more successes to not take damage. He only needs 1 success to kill this thing. 1 success. Okay, he's going to take 1 damage. 1, 2. But he's going to kill it. If you lose health from the strength test, gain a paranoia condition. Okay. he meets Diana for the first time, and he's like, he doesn't understand why she's there and why she was. He remembers her from the expedition, and then she disappeared from the expedition, and now she's here. Like, why is she following him? What's going on? Are more people following him? That's how the paranoia works in, for sure. All right. That's that. That was his turn. Oh, he defeats the monster, which means I think he can go right into encounter. Hundreds of deep ones surface from the water, crawling up the green stones. He hides himself and watches their priest perform a strange ritual. All right, so after he finishes killing this ghoul, they're near the shore. They can hear the shore crashing, and he hears the strange sound of nails on stone. And he looks out, and he sees these hundreds of deep ones crawling out. He thinks he's going to lose his sanity. He grabs Diana, and they all hide. And he needs to roll a observation -1. He's got 2. Observation of 2 dice. He made it! Now he's just got to make 1 more. Although he cannot understand the words, the ritual reminds him of a similar ceremony performed by human cults. Lore -1. He's got 1 die to make this happen. Too bad she can't do it for him. Bum, bum, bum! Leo coming through his clutch, man. If he passes, he recognizes the moment when they will close their eyes and takes the opportunity to escape. Place 1 Eldritch token on the active mystery. Yes. Well, well, well. I hope you guys feel good about yourselves. And then that's at the end of the mythos phase. Yeah. So that was his encounter. It is now the mythos phase. Heat wave singes the globe. We are moving the almond track. No, you can't see me do that. The board is bigger than I thought it was until you try to film it. Don't realize how big it is. Sweating and exhausted, you stop to rest in what little shade you can find. You've already heard stories of this heat wave claiming the lives of sick or elderly individuals. You fear that if you keep on going at this pace, you might fall victim to it as well. So the island's super hot. They don't realize it's this hotness, this heat's happening all around the world. All right, so we move the almond track. It hits a red symbol, a red glyph, which is the same glyph that is on Rome, which means we're moving the almond track down 1. We are now at 8 steps closer to feeding time. We're gonna there's a reckoning, which sucks for these guys. So the reckoning, first we do them on the board. Reckoning, monsters on the game boards first. All right, fine. The dark young, we got to roll 1 die. If we get a 1 or 2, we move the doomsday. We got a 4. So no go. The cultist, no reckoning. Okay, then the ancient one sheet, Cthulhu himself, me. Each investigator on a C space that does not contain an Eldritch token places an Eldritch token on his or her space. There is no Eldritch token on space, so we are putting an Eldritch token on this space. Then possessions and conditions. Leo's paranoia. He's got to test his mind or his will. He gets 4 dice for that. So he's got a good chance. He passes. If you fail, flip this card. He did not fail. Okay. Diana has the leg injury. She's got to test her strength. She rolled 1 success, so she does not flip that card. Okay. They ended up all right. And guess what? Lucky for them, at the end of the mythos phase, there's 1 Eldritch token on here. They've solved the mystery. Look at that. Good for you guys. Good for you. I'm going to put all these here. Oh. Sorry. Each investigator loses 3 health unless he or she becomes delayed. We're going to lose that health because they need to get the heck off this island. Ooh, his health is low. They decide to leave. Now this is how Diana and Leo get together. He saves her from a ghoul, and then everybody on her boat was slaughtered. So she gets on his boat, and they're sailing away. Oh shoot! Reckoning on the white ship. We take a discard. We take an Eldritch token off that. 2 more Eldritch tokens and 2 more Eldritch tokens, and the game is game's pretty much over. If all the gates open, the game's pretty much over. I think. All my minions will come rushing out and end it. And then drawn to our world with the reckoning, each investigator on space containing a gate resolves a monster surge on his or her space. They're not on a gate, so they're fine. Okay, they solved the mystery. The next one, number 2. The stars are right. Yeah. All around the world, same song. All around the world, Cthulhu's worshippers and those sensitive to his dreams have been plagued by madness. Yes. They rush to the sea to witness the Ancient One's return. They want to see me. I got fans. I got fan mobs. When this card enters play, move each clue on the game board to the nearest sea space. Okay. All right. So that's going to be... This goes here. This is going to go... Wow, what's the nearest sea space? I guess that would be 1, 2. This goes... Here, I'll move that here. I get to choose. We're going to move that there. After an investigator resolves a research encounter, he may spend 1 clue he gained from that encounter and place that clue on this card. At the end of the mythos phase, if there are clues in this card equal to investigators, that's 2. We solve the mystery. Okay, so basically, this is good. This is good for them. This is good drama. They are pretty much wrapped up in their dreams. They know that they found something on the island that, well, one, they found, confirmation that things are bad. There's things going on around the world. And it's not just, that's the thing. It's not just on this island. Things are going on the world. Each of them are having different dreams. They're both starting to have dreams of me coming up out of the ocean. They're called again to another place. This time in the Indian Ocean. Yeah. So they're going to be moving. Anyway, that's Mythos Phase is over. That is done. Okay. And it's time to get out of Dodge. All right, new turn. Leo. Leo's moving. He's going to move all the way to Sydney. They're going to park in Sydney for a minute. Wait. If he goes to Sydney, he could get a boat pass and move. Wait, no, we can't do that. Wait. He's going to go to Sydney. He's got to finish his actions. He's going to rest. He would rest. That would be the smartest thing for him to do. When he performs a rest action, he may roll 1 die on a 5 or 6. He gets to discard his paranoia. He rolled a 6. So the voyage with Diana and getting to know her and getting to realizing they're both sharing the same dreams and the messed up stuff makes him feel a lot less paranoid about why she was there and that kind of thing, and he kind of gets over it. He rests and heals himself a health. Diana is going to do the same. She's going to go to Sydney as well. And what are you going to do, lady? She needs to heal. She's going to rest. Oh, she's going to rest, and she's got to hopefully heal her leg injury. She rolls a 5. Wow. Okay. All right. Discards leg injury. Wow. Okay. All right. Recover 1 health and 1 sanity. Okay. La-la-di-da. All right. It's encounter time. They're encountering Sydney. First up is Leo. An old Aboriginal man is on trial for murder that Leo knows he didn't commit. Leo agrees to testify to prove this man's innocence. Influence He's got to roll 2 dice on influence. Holy mackerel. He did it. If you pass, he speaks to the spirits on your behalf, on Leo's behalf. Leo gains a blessed condition. Look at that. Blessed is good. Blessed can be really good if you're rolling good. All right, let's see. Blessed. Yep. Okay. Blessed is good for them. And Diana. Diana, for some reason, is out in the bush. She's been caught in a bushfire. She tries to find a safe path through the smoke and flames. Observation, -1. She gets 2 dice. She rolls 4s, which would be great if she was blessed, but she's not. So, if you fail, you need time to recover, become delayed. Uh-oh. Okay. Well, she's delayed. She goes down. Leo finds her, but she's filled with smoke. Filled with smoke. Yeah. Okay. Mythos. Haunting nightmares. We're moving the Omen track. It moves to the blue, which we have one. Doom falls to 7. We have a reckoning. Leo wakes up in mid-scream. His heart is racing. What little he can remember of his nightmare was so visceral and horrific that he dreads falling back to sleep. Each investigator loses 2 sanity and gains a madness condition unless he or she spends 1 clue. We don't have any clues. So, okay, but let's continue on. We got a reckoning. That's terrible. Dark Young. Roll 1 or 2. We got a nope. Okay, good. All right. The terrible thing about it is we remove an Eldritch token from the white ship rumor. We are 1 reckoning away from all the gates on the board opening up. And then, speaking of gate, we open up a gate. What other reckonings do we have? Oh, blessed. All right, here we see whether or not Leo loses his blessing. Ooh, he does not. If you roll a 1 or 2, you lose it. That's it. All right, we are opening up a gate in Shanghai. Shanghai has opened up a gate. Boom. We are grabbing a monster. A ghoul. Okay. Not too afraid of the ghouls. Then, oh yeah, we gotta lose the 2 sanity. She's down to 2 sanity. He is down to 4 sanity. So he's alright. And a madness condition. Oh boy. Here we go. Man, where are the madnesses? Hallucinations. Oh, wait, hold on. Oh, madness is not a specific one. It's a subtype. I just have to find a madness condition. Madness. Anytime now. Gotta be soon. Gonna find one. Totally gonna find one any minute now. Am I wrong about that too? Is it? Oh, it's... Yes, there's one right on top because I'm not looking in the right place. Amnesia. Leo has amnesia. Diana is beginning to have hallucinations. Okay. That is haunting nightmares. That's the mythos. Ladies and gentlemen, we're moving on to next turn. It is now Diana's turn. She needs to stand up. She is no longer delayed. Leo thinks he wants her to get better, but he needs to strike out now. He needs to go now. There is no time. He's going to move out. All right, we can't. So anyway, he's off the board. He's moving to this next space here, which has 2 clues and the white ship. He needs to get rid of this. He needs to stop the white ship before it all goes down. Before the ship goes down, you better be ready. Okay. Encounter time. Diana, she is encountering something in Sydney. I guess we could attempt to move the board. No, this way. So we could see our peeps. They're there, in the little corner over there. What is she doing? Sydney. Diana dreams of crossing a vast desert haunted by an enormous winged creature. In the dream, she returns to face her fears. Gotta make a will check. She only has one. Boy. She does not make it. If you fail, the fear lingers. Lose one sanity. Uh-oh. She has one sanity left. Will she go insane? Yeah. Now, Leo. Let's see. As an encounter, an investigator on Space 18 may attempt to find the white ship. The white ship has been in his dreams. He's been following it doggedly in his dreams. It seems like he's been dreaming about it his whole life. It's only been like 2 days. He's got to find this white ship. He needs to make an observation check. He's got 3 in observation, and he's blessed, which means if he rolls a 4 or better, he succeeds. But here's the problem. Even if he passes, he needs to spend clues equal to half. He needs to spend 1 clue. There are 2 clues in this space, so right now he's got to waste a turn to try to get one of those clues. Oh boy, what a choice. Well, it's not a choice. He can't do it. He's got to get a clue. All right, he's gonna do a clue encounter, which we draw off this top of the deck. C. The deep ones are searching the island for him and can sense the mark of the great old one. He's got to make roll 2 dice less if you have a dark pack condition. He does not. Observation -1. He gets 2 dice. Made it. If you pass, he somehow escapes with his findings. Gain this clue and 1 additional clue. Oh boy. You know how lucky he is? Basically, the mystery is after an investigator resolves a research encounter, he may spend 1 clue he gained from that encounter and place that clue. He's going to, not only does he learn something about me, Cthulhu, he also gains a clue that he can spend next turn on the white ship as long as this next Mythos card isn't a reckoning. If it's a reckoning, all goes to hell because white ship is going back to Dreamland and it's over. Well, it's not over, but good show, old man. All right. Well, let's see. I think that's it. It's time to see. Are we opening every gate on the table? Oh, we are. Sitting down for a simple meal in a restaurant, it strikes you how alien the people around you seem. After everything you've seen and all the arcane secrets you've learned, can you truly think of yourself as one of them? The maitre d' asks you to please stop carving into the table with a knife. Okay, first up, the omen track moves to green. There are no green gates, so that's good. Not yet. The reckoning happens. Wow. Okay. Well, monsters first. We're going to roll 1 die to see if the Dark Young brings me closer. It does. It's at 6 now. I think this game, I'm going to get a snack. I think that's what's about to happen. Not about to, but pretty dang soon. Okay. The reckoning's still happening. Well, we got to bless. Let's see. We got amnesia here. He's got to test his willpower. Wait, Mythos cards are first. The white ship. He sees it briefly. off the shore of the little island he found, and he found out about me there. He sees it sail off into a portal of some sort that opens up over the ocean and sails into the Dreamlands. Spawn each gate in the gate stack and discard pile. Well, there's none in the discard pile. So we are talking about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more gates, ladies and gentlemen. I've never seen this happen. We are spawning one in Tokyo. That's here. We are spawning one in Arkham. That's here. We are spawning one in San Francisco. That is here. We're spawning one basically in every important city. London is getting one. Istanbul is getting one. And of course, where our own Diana is, Sydney. Then we've got to spawn monsters. The world is a vampire. There is a zombie. I'm going to start with Sydney, and then we'll go Tokyo. A Gug in Tokyo. A Ghoul in Istanbul. A Chthonian in Rome. A goat spawn in London. Oh boy. Oh, Shuggoth. A Shuggoth in Arkham. Of course. Where else would it go? A Wraith in San Francisco. I'm not gonna lie, that's a lot of monsters. A lot of monsters. Each investigator may discard any number of spells, then he loses 1 sanity for each spell he has. Each investigator that lost sanity from this effect also gains a madness condition. Oh, wait, that happens after this. So we got to do the amnesia roll for Leo first. Where's the dice? Roll 1 die. Roll a 6. Wait, no, he's testing. That's when he's resting. Wow, that would have worked out great. He's got to test his mind. We're gonna keep that. He made it. He does not fail. I mean, he does not flip this card. Blessed, he keeps. She needs to test her willpower. She fails. She flips the card on the hallucinations, the voices. In the past, you've barely been able to hear the whispering at the edge of your consciousness. Now that the voices are more audible, you can hear the horrible demands that they are making of you. Lose 1 sanity. So, Diana doesn't quite make it out of she'd never made it out of the bush in her mind. She started hearing the voices. Leo is gone. There's no one there to help her. In a dingy motel in Sydney, she loses her mind. When Leo comes back, he won't find her the way she is, the way she was. So, Diana bows out. We have lost. I have claimed 1. She lasted pretty good. So she's out. Playing a normal game, we would re-roll a new character, but we don't play that way when we play as the Elder Gods. Not that kind. That's a pretty extended game. No, we're down to Leo. So she was supposed to get a monster surge anyway from Drawn to Our World. There is now a night gaunt on Sydney as well. Diana's out. Leo's has to sacrifice a spell or loses 1 sanity for each spell. He has no spells. So treacherous magic is done. End of turn. Look at this board. That's a lot of gates. Yes. You can feel one of my tentacles coming through each gate. Leo, what are you going to do, bub? Well, there's nothing to go. Well, there's another clue there, though. He goes back into the little island he found. He just knows that there's something in there that'll help him bring me down. Well, actually, Brubby. Tell you what. Into the Mythos phase, Diana is out. There is only one investigator, technically. There are clues on this card equal to the investigators. Solve this mystery. There's one. This mystery is solved. We're going to draw a new one for the beginning of the next turn. Will Leo win? The deep ones attack. Oh boy, here we go. Terrible storms have battered fishing villages across the globe, but it's merely the prelude to an invading army of deep ones. When this card enters play, each investigator places one Eldritch token on the nearest sea space that does not contain... His space is supposed to have an Eldritch token, by the way. I forgot about that. Sloppy Cthulhu. Sloppy. Alright. As an encounter... No. Each investigator places one Eldritch token on the nearest sea space that does not contain an Eldritch token. Alright, we're going to put one here. Okay. Okay. Alright, then how is he going to solve this? As an encounter, an investigator on a space containing an Eldritch token may attempt to fend off the Deep One's invasion. A Deep One monster ambushes him. If he defeats it, he may spend one clue to place that Eldritch token on this card. At the end of the Mythos phase, if there are Eldritch tokens on this card equal to investigators, solve this mystery. You lucky son of a bitch. Check this out. Because of that last reckoning on the Mythos phase, the one that caused this whole shit storm to happen, the reckoning on Cthulhu's on my card says I put a Eldritch token on a sea space where somebody is that doesn't have one. Leo is sitting at a sea spot right behind him here. Right here. Right? You can see him right here. It's right behind him too. That has an Eldritch token. If he, as an encounter, fights a Deep One monster and defeats it, he's going to spend one clue, which he has, and solve this freaking and beat me. Unacceptable. We're just going to quit here. He died. I'm just kidding. I'm a fair elder god. This is crazy. And he's blessed. No less. Diana's down. One investigator left. He's blessed. He's got a missionary and hired muscle. How hard is this Deep One going to be? Okay, so it's his turn. He ain't moving, obviously. He's going. He just saw the white ship go. He knows it's down to somewhere in the back of his mind, the little thread of sanity and that's connected to reality. He knows that Diana's gone. He's going back in to fight the Deep Ones, because the Deep Ones attacked the island, remember? He's going back in to fight them. Okay. As an encounter, it ambushes him. Ambush is a key term. Oh, I think that just means it appears. So, I think I set one aside, right? Deep One. All right, this is what we're talking about here. A Deep One. This thing. First, this seriously? If he defeats it, he may spend one clue to place that Eldritch token on this card. This is funny. We'll see if I can... Maybe I can stop it from happening. We'll see. All right. Unbelievable. All right, so he's got to make a horror check. It's a will. He gets 4 dice. 4 dice. He's blessed. And he rolls a 4, which means he succeeds. He takes no sanity damage. Oh, wait. He does. He takes 1 sanity damage. That's okay. He's got 4. Then toughness. He's got to fight this thing. Okay. Well, he's got a toughness of 4. And it's -1. So he gets 3 dice. This is it right here. Maybe. Holy mackerel. He got 3 successes. 3 successes. Totally killing this thing. He takes a clue token that he has. He puts it on the mystery. Deep One's attack. Now we've got to survive. He's got to survive the mythos phase. That's all I got. I can't believe I'm losing this game. This is so funny. All right, okay. Here we go. Mythos. The world fights back. What? What? You gotta be kidding me. Across the globe, headlines announce terrors that threaten to engulf humanity. Individuals everywhere. Who are these people? How dare they take action against these horrors and assist those who have already been fighting the Ancient One? What? People just roll over and die. What? All right, so here's the thing. I don't know, this might mess stuff up right here. Wait, he might not live. Let's see. Remove the omen track. 1. It goes to blue. How many gates have blue out here? We got 1, 2, 3. A doom track moves 3 from 6 to 3. 1, 2, 3. Boo. Fine. A reckoning happens. Okay, here we go. This is gonna be it. This is how everyone's gonna die right here. Reckoning. First check monsters. All right, here we go. A Shuggoth. What does Shuggoth do? This monster recovers all health. Boo. Let's see. Dark One. Ooh, Dark One. Will the doom track move again? Yes. It's at 2. I'm so close to waking up and eating them. Let's get another doom. All right, the Night Gaunt. If there is an investigator in this space, there is not, because she's dead, or insane. Diana went insane. Zombie. Discard this monster and spawn the zombie horde epic monster on this space. There is a horde of zombies in Sydney right now, just waiting for Leo to come back and die. That's it for the board. Drawn to our world. What happens as an each investigator on a space containing a gate resolves a monster surge. He's not on a gate. What about him? Amnesia. Will he forget who he is? Ooh, here we go. He's got to do his amnesia. I don't know what will happen to him if he doesn't make this test. He needs to make a will check. He's got 4 dice. He made it. Will he lose his blessing at least? He lost his blessing. Ha ha ha, you sucker. That's it. You're going to die. That's it though. Another gate opens. There's no gates to... Wait a minute. Wait. Is that an in-game thing? If there's no gates to choose, does he lose? No. If a gate cannot be spawned because the gate stack and discard pile are empty, advance doom by 1 instead. 1. I did not plan any of that. The only thing I thought, I picked the characters because the expedition was on the Amazon and I wanted them to both meet up at the Amazon. That's as far as I went. I did not plan for any of this to happen. I cannot believe the doom track is at 1. All right. That means just 1 more. Is there anywhere else I can wake up and I can win? Because I'll just eat him. Each investigator may do one of the following: recover 2 health, recover 2 sanity, discard 1 monster on his face. The world fights back. Into the mythos phase. Deep One's attack is solved. 3 mysteries are solved. I won't be waking up for quite some time. Well, ladies and gentlemen, for all my bravado at the beginning about how if you want to win, you got to play as the Elder God. Yeah, boy, did I eat a big crow there. A big nevermore. Yeah, a big nevermore. Well, that was fun. That's the kind of game you have with Eldritch Horror. That's why I always keep coming back. Super fun. Thanks for joining me. Let me know if I played anything wrong. I always tend to forget something when I'm playing games. I've played this so many times, but you never know. Let me know in the comments. Let me know if you like this. And check out some of the other games I do. I do a Apocrypha Adventure card game, and I do a Dungeon Crawl Classics, more of a role-playing thing. Anyway, check those out and catch me live on Twitch. Thanks for tuning in. Viva la Dungeon!